Professor Charny, it's an honor. Thank you so much for being here. We would like a brief summary of your speech that you have prepared for the conference.
My speech is a dream of action for the future. All of our peoples have to remember the past deeply. But the fuller meaning is, are we, all of us, human beings, going to put a stop to this ugly madness of people killing endlessly? And my speech is about a worldwide campaign for life, a campaign that should take place over many years, all over the world, in the different languages, in the languages of the different cultures where the TV programs and the performances will take place. And the program that I have in mind begins with bringing together the religious leaders of many faiths. And it's been done in a number of 2-3-day conferences, which were very beautiful, where you see imams and an imam from Iran and a rabbi from Israel and a Catholic priest literally ending up dancing together, affirming the preciousness, the holiness of life. But nobody knows about these 2-3-day affairs. I would like to have programs where all over the world on television, leaders of the different faiths appear together, convey that they are fellow human beings, respect one another, care about the lives of all of us. And I would like them joined by all sorts of culture heroes. I'd like the football heroes to come. I'm waiting to invite Messi. I want the health heroes to come. I want the industrial giant heroes to come. I want the surgeons who just created the best surgery for an illness that we haven't been able to treat. I'd like the people of different colors and different appearances, the leaders who are known, and they divide roughly into two groups. One is those who have international identities, and that's terrific because their images are known through much of the world. But also I want the program to bring in local leaders because they're present in every culture. And for them, first of all, to stand together and be together and speak of the dignity and preciousness of human life. And then I want the musicians to create songs about life. And finally, we'll get the musician who creates the hit song that people all over the world will be singing. And I'd like the advertisers to create a motto, a name like Coca-Cola. Drink Coca-Cola, respect life, protect life. We have clever artists in all fields. We get them to work on this project. It's not a one-time thing. It's not for 1 year. It's not for 5 years. It's not for 10 years. It will need a very proud leadership. I begin to think of funding from international sources, such as the United Nations, such as international health agencies, such as international businesses. We have major businesses now that have billions of dollars, and a number of them have leaders who really wish to devote some of their incredible profits to the betterment of man's situation on earth. We need a leadership, a sponsorship that will take on the job of organizing it. It will take a few years. What I'm proposing tomorrow is that Greece take on the task of being a leader in the world for creating a worldwide campaign for all peoples. This is the Greece that gave us the concept of democracy. This is the Greece that gave us the fundamentals of thinking and philosophy. It would be a wonderful further development for Greece to give us a leadership and a campaign for life. That's what I'm talking about tomorrow.
Do you think that this conference is a step towards what you just mentioned?
Yes. I've been to many conferences. This one's been unusual from the very beginning. I sensed it in the correspondence to me. I've heard it now. I can't tell you how pleased I was to hear it from the voice of the Prime Minister of Greece. Namely, this is a conference dedicated to the memory, the 100th anniversary of the genocide of the Pontian Greeks. Heartfelt and moving and important, and it is a conference dedicated to our Greek contribution from what we have suffered to making this a world that is free of a good deal of the genocide that takes place, because it continues and continues. And now I have a very painful comment to make. I'm Jewish.
Yes.
Originally American, and I still am an American citizen, but I moved to Israel, and I'm an Israeli citizen. I love my Jewishness. I love my cultural heritage. I believed and prayed that Israel would be the leader for helping the world to move to an anti-genocide in favor of life position. Israel has failed in that respect. Israel got trapped in the belief that the memorial of the Holocaust, which is precious and holy, should draw almost all energy, and there is little energy devoted collectively by the government, by the institutions, to the caring about stopping genocide in the world. So, I am inviting Greece.
And we shall respond. Thank you very, very much. And do you believe that we spoke about Israel and Greece? Should Turkey just take up and finally recognize the crimes held in the past for everyone's sake?
That is hardly a question.
Exactly.
What is obvious is obvious. The wrongness of what Turkey is doing and has done for 100 years is overwhelming. And it's an enormous task for them to free themselves and for all of us to move forward as human beings, because we all are in the same boat.